this is my final blockout scene. I started with the floor and the walls, which were both just started with cubes, and some extrusions in the walls I duplicated. Then I added these pillars and the steps, which were just cubes as well, and the step really helped me get a sense of scale, since in the picture there's a rug that goes around this way, and I could use that to tell which side of the room furniture was on and how big it was. Then I used a cylinder as a placeholder for these pots. Then I also used a cylinder for the table and its legs, which are grouped together. And the 3 pieces of paper are all cubes, and the pen is a cylinder as well. And those were all pretty easy. And after that I did the plant. The pot and the stem are just cylinders, but I had trouble making the heart on top. I actually used a sphere and took the middle vertexes down and the side ones out, but I think I'll have to figure out a better way to do it for the final round out, because it doesn't end up looking very smooth. And I wouldn't know how to add holding edges to a shape like that either. The cabinet, I started with a cylinder that I cut in half and then extruded the bottom downwards to get the rounded on top but flat at the bottom shape. The dresser was pretty easy. It's just a cube that I extruded out a little for a tabletop, and then the books on top were just cubes as well. The bed, I used extrusions for the 2 main pieces and then another cube on top for the pillow. And I duplicated that tree and pots. This table I left pretty square since it had a complicated shape. And I couldn't really tell how the legs looked in the reference photo, so I added 3 thick pillars because I think that's what I saw. Although I need to center these a little better. I copied over a cylinder for that other bottle. These bowls were flat cylinders that I extruded up to make them more like a dish. I might make a more smoothed out and rounded bowl for the round out, because they weren't exactly flat on the bottom in the picture. And these spoons were also a little difficult. I made a cube into a sphere with the smooth tool, and then I took some of those faces and extruded them out to make the handle. And I thought those looked a little strange where it joins, but the actual spoon part looked fine. Yeah, and I just arranged them in the scene as I went, and I had fun adding all the little details, even though they're not smoothed out yet.